Yo, what is up, Crockxen clan members, Pokemon fans, and others who will sum upon this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen, and today I'm going to do a little discussion video. I was asked in last week's dance episode discussion to talk about the Ash versus Alain stuff. Now, I didn't know too much about it because, like I said, that video was done ahead of time, and I didn't have, like, realistically, when I talked about that video, I used basics off of like stuff I'd read on Twitter and stuff like that. I didn't even research too much, so I didn't talk about, you know, Sylveon or the fact that Clement is dancing with Serena or all this other stuff, because I didn't know. All I know is that people were talking about Ash and Mien, and that's why I based that, you know, the entire video on that and the whole fact about Serena and Ash thing. So I didn't really know anything about the whole Ash versus Alain stuff until, you know, later when I actually got back home. And in itself, there still isn't too much there that, from what I saw, it's all we know is that it's going to be Mega Charizard X versus Ash Greninja. And that's the only thing I have an issue with this is it feels kind of early for Ash and Alain to be battling. Actually, it feels like way too soon for Alain to be even showing up in the anime. It's only going to be like episode 10 or 12 or 11, around between episodes 10 and 12. I don't exactly remember what episode number it is right now, of XY&Z. That's really, really soon to be showing Alain, considering the fact that Team Flare still hasn't done anything major to show themselves off. Like, from what I understand, the only thing that Team Flare has done is the Mega Audino episode. So, like, it just feels too soon for Alain to even show up. But if he's gonna show up now, that means that this is gonna be the start of, you know, Team Flare stuff. Because obviously we all know that Alain right now, from the Mega Evolution Act 4 episode, Alain right now is trying to figure out a way to save Chespin, Chespi, you know, which is Marin's Chespin, and the whole Mega Evolution stuff. The thing I'm interested in is if this is just them meeting and then Ash, you know, sees him as a trainer and he's like, oh, I want to battle him, or if Alain is the one that actually challenges him after seeing Ash with maybe Greninja out or something happens. Obviously, Greninja doesn't have a Mega, so I'm still wondering why Alain wants to battle Ash. So honestly, I think it would be more of the former, you know, with Ash, you know, challenging Alain. And I'm still wondering, is Alain gonna give Ash the Mega Stone? Because as a lot of people have already assumed and guessed, and then speculations of what Ash's Mega is gonna be, if he even gets a Mega. That's the other thing. Like, a lot of people have forgotten that part of the argument. I still have a strong belief that Ash is gonna get a Mega, and I'm alongside with everybody else. He's more than likely gonna get Mega Charizard Y, which is what I want. I mean, I don't mind Mega Heracross. That'd be cool. And whatever, Pidgeot is gone, so that doesn't even matter. Mega Glalie is just I'm sorry, Mega Glalie is not that great. So realistically speaking, it's just Mega Charizard Y. Like, he makes the most sense out of all the options. So when I see that, it's like that's the fight I wanted to see. I wanted to see Mega Charizard Y versus Mega Charizard X. Now, I'm assuming, since this is just their first battle, that not anything. It's gonna be like a very simple battle. It's gonna be a simple. Obviously, Alain's never like easy. You know, like, no, let's just take it easy. No, he actually goes in. But I'm wondering if he's actually gonna join the group right now, or if this is just a one-off. He's gonna leave, and then we're gonna see him again when the Team Flare stuff starts happening. That's I'm more interested in that. I'm more interested in where the story's gonna go after this battle. Not the battle itself, because Ash Greninja, I mean, I've already said this, I don't really care too much about Greninja as a Pokemon, so I don't really care about the fact that he's going to be using Greninja to fight Alain. In fact, I would have been more excited if he would use, like, Talonflame or Pikachu than Greninja. But, well, I mean, more likely Pikachu because he's the main Pokemon. Anyways, like, the thing is this, Mega Charizard X I hate, and I hate Greninja, so that in the fight in itself isn't as a Pokemon standpoint, I don't care. But I admit it might be epic, it might be crazy. But I am more interested in what's gonna happen after the fight, because that's where the story is gonna turn. Because if Alain joins Ash now, that means we're not gonna get the great reveal of, you know, Alain is part of Team Flare, because he's not like Team Flare is evil. We know this. The viewers know this because of the games. And we also see it in the Mega Evolution X in the other side, you know, when we actually see Lysander and his creepy stuff and, evil stuff. Obviously, he's putting off this fake facade of, I'm a nice guy. But we all know deep down he's going to, you know, commit some terrorist shit right now. If Alain joins Ash now, what is he going to do? What is his purpose if he joins the group? That is what I want to know. If he's just here for a one-off, where do we go from there? Because obviously we can't just have him randomly show up again with Team Flare. That would just random. We need to see, we have to do this thing, or the way I hope for them to do it is, it's like a meetup. Like all three, I don't want Alain to be with Ash. No, at all. Like I do not want Alain being part of the main group. I do not want to see that. What I do want to see is that we actually get episodes dedicated. I mean, we already have the Mega Evolution X, just have Alain have just his own episode in the main series anime. So we have like Pokemon XY&Z episode like 27. Alain meets up with whoever or whatever the fuck. Something. But it's like an episode just strictly about Alain and his goal of trying to find a way to help Chespy. Right? And then we obviously gonna have the Team Flare stuff involving with, you know, with Ash in the gang. And we could also have some things where Alain is meeting up with the Team Flare group. Or at least Lysander, because he doesn't talk to the other Team Flare members. But Lysander, we have like meetups and stuff. But the thing I want to see is like an actual like come together of like all three groups. You have Ash in the gang, you have Alain by himself, and then you have Team Flare. And then like they all like do this like an episode where they all three like meet up at the same time, and then Alain has to do the whole choosing which side to be on. But that in itself also doesn't work too well, because Alain has to be friends with Ash for him to pick Ash. So the story right now is really complicated, and this episode is going to make it even worse, because at this point we have no idea where they're going to go from there. But I hope that the creators and the writers have an actual idea of where they want to take this story. But please don't have Alain, because if Alain joins the group, it's going to make the other, like I've said this in the past, Serena and Clement are pretty much they're like the least important characters right now. You have Ash, who's the main character, and Bonnie's taking care of Zygarde Core. Those two right now are technically speaking the only ones we need to care about in the group. If Alain joins right now, it's gonna make Serena and Clement even more irrelevant, to the point where we're gonna be like, what the fuck why are they even there? Because if Alain joins them and they meet up with Team Flare, he's gonna start questioning everything. Right? He's going to be like, okay, because he knows who Team Flare is. He obviously, Lysander works with Alain, and he knows about Team Flare. So if he starts seeing Team Flare doing villain shit, he's going to start thinking and questioning, like, what is going on, and maybe then they're going to do the whole thing where he has to question Lysander. I don't know where the story's going to go, and that's my biggest concern. And the only thing I really care about out of this episode, just to see where the story is going to head after the battle itself. The battle itself can be great, but if it doesn't help with the story, I don't care. Ash Greninja, Mega Charizard X, woo, whatever the fuck. I'm sorry. I know that a lot of people were waiting for the Ash vs. Alain fight, but realistically speaking, I don't care about those two Pokemon. So, you know, for me itself, it doesn't really matter. You know what really matters to me right now? I actually looked it up. Scotty's going to be there. Or Shoda. Or Sawyer. I forget which one it is right now. I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to call him the Japanese name. Shota's going to be there with the Sceptile. And that also makes me wonder, when is he going to get his Mega Stone? Because obviously he's going to have a Mega Sceptile. We all know this already. He's going to have a Mega Sceptile, at least by the league. So, that makes me wonder now. Because I always assumed Alain was just going to be giving Ash his Mega Stone. So he's going to give Mega Charizard Y. But, what if he gives Shota Deceptilate. See, made you think. Made you think. Think about that. Let me know in the comments. What do you feel about that? But yeah, so Sawyer, Skota, Shota, whatever the heck your name is, I'm gonna figure it out eventually. I will. Don't worry. He's gonna show up, and we have the Lawn versus Ash, Ash Greninja versus Megatron X, and we'll see how it goes. Honestly, this episode's really far from at least the English dub, so I'm not gonna see anything about it. So we'll see how that goes though. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Obviously, there's no episode review today because the X, Y, and Z hasn't even started in America. So yeah. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Also, I'm gonna be streaming later tonight, so if you're interested, keep an eye out on the channel. And yeah, so I've been SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos.